Hello, welcome to the behind-the-scenes long-form writing session of Reindeer Academy. What we've brainstormed so far is that this is not the pilot episode of Reindeer Academy. It's like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes into the season 1. That Santa Claus has gone rogue. Reindeer Academy is the basically like high school for training new recruit reindeer. And Donner, Blitzen, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen are titles, not names. So you're granted the title of Blitzen. That was Jones's idea.
I'm glad I made it in.
Yeah. Oh, that's really genius. Idea. Yeah. We also decided that Rudolph is a retired title. Something terrible happened, and they will not, for whatever reason, bestow the title of Rudolph on anyone anymore.
Can a former Rudolph be like the PE coach?
From my understanding, Rudolph was the one Rudolph.
I think Rudolph was the one Rudolph.
Yeah.
It was a title bestowed on that person.
Yeah.
But something went horribly wrong.
Is Rudolph still around? Like,
I think he's dead.
Well, rumored to be dead.
Yeah.
You know, gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They for sure find him in a shack.
Or in an island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that this episode?
We'll talk. Another very important thing is that they walk on 2 legs.
Yeah, upright.
They walk
Hind
upright,
legs.
but they do not have fingers.
Yeah, they're not animated in any way to make them look human. You just take a reindeer and do that. Like,
yeah. So yeah, that's our baseline.
like when they fight, you know, when they get up and they like punch the hunters. Have you ever seen those videos?
Yes.
If you're very confused, Reindeer Academy is an anime that Kyle and Huber invented in an episode of Fiasco Knots. And it's an anime, and I believe the lines we overheard from the episode were, "You'll never take the North Pole, Santa."
Right.
And then someone quoted Dasher as saying something is like quicker than something. I don't remember what it was. Nothing is quicker or something like that than like language or love or something.
Whoa.
But I don't have any recollection of what it actually was.
We did poor research.
We didn't do our research in that regard.
Rewrite.
Well, it's just a line from a different episode.
Yeah, it's just a table read. We're not recording this yet, so there's time for rewrites before you get the final product.
Yeah. Anywho.
And from what I understand, it was Santa saying, "You'll never take the North Pole."
Yeah.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
But Santa's bad. He's gone rogue.
Oh yeah.
So they're trying to take the North Pole back from Santa.
Yeah.
They're not taking it back from Santa. He's had it.
Well, yeah,
he's got it.
Yeah.
They're kicking him out.
Right.
He's entrenched with his complacent elf army.
He's pretty much Sauron.
Yeah. And I think
the elves are trying to take him out.
I think that some of the people with the rank of like Donner, Blitz, and whatever are on Santa's side, like went rogue with Santa, and some are good.
Yes.
Are they the teachers at the academy?
With the reindeer?
I thought so initially, but now I think they're too big of a deal to be teachers.
The reindeer are like Kobe. Like they're like you don't get a photograph.
Right.
Dasher's in Lithuania right now. You know,
on
taking care of some
spec
business.
ops. Yeah. Or are the teachers retired Donners and Blitzens?
I like
and
that.
Stuff?
They can be retired.
They
Donners.
used to be Donners or Blitzens.
I want one reindeer as the PE coach. I need it.
Okay.
There's one left.
So like a former Donner is the PE coach.
A former Donner, and
he's not like combat skills or anything. Just straight phys ed.
Just
run around
phys
the track.
ed, and he's the jolly one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, I mean, Dancer, like acrobatics, finesse, dancing.
Sure.
Prancer, kind of similar. Vixen and Cupid. Vixen could teach like health.
Oh, Cupid gets into like mind games and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, like psyops, psychic
Cupid
abilities.
can read your mind.
Yeah,
powers.
Dasher's super fast.
So I guess what's really important is to nail down what a reindeer needs to know, what a reindeer needs to do to be a reindeer.
Well, flight's a big deal.
Yeah.
I think flight's one of the big things that
Learning
the
to
reindeer
fly.
have on the elves. So the elves are like complacent because all of their skills are toward building
maybe-
things for Santa, so they can't really revolt.
Maybe
'cause they're
Comet
small.
teaches flying. Comet is like the
man,
Comet
yeah,
is like
Comet,
in charge of flight.
Sure.
Okay.
What's her name from Harry Potter? The
McGonagall.
the broom teacher.
McGonagall.
Hooch. The head of the.
Hooch.
Blitzen? Blitzen has to be physical education. Blitzen, because it's football, blitz.
Blitzen,
I
and
like it. Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
forced into early retirement because he broke a foot.
Hoof.
A hoof. He broke a hoof and
On a chimney.
And it
On a
and
chimney.
it never set right.
Yeah, it never
Yeah.
set
it's-
right.
He you know.
And
He leans
reminder,
on it.
Blitzen's not his name. It was
Yeah,
his
yeah.
previous rank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's a PE teacher. So his
Yeah,
name's
he's the-
like Harvey or something.
Yeah,
Ralph.
yeah, yeah.
Ralph.
Frank.
Ralph.
What do we all think of PE teachers?
What?
I don't know. Why is his name gotta be Ralph?
Why is Ralph a bad name?
I don't know.
Ralph's
We
Ralph's
were
great.
clearly revered.
We got
PE
2
teachers.
hours here.
Yeah.
You're the first person that said anything negative.
All right.
about
Bad
PE teacher.
ideas
Okay.
in brainstorming.
Just spitballing.
I love PE
Yes,
teachers.
ands.
I love
Kyle,
PE.
yes, ands.
Okay.
I've been watching One Tree Hill and there's a PE teacher.
Oh, there it is.
I really like
Is he named Ralph?
Dasher's
No.
in charge of
Okay.
speed
Yeah, yeah.
and like course plotting. I don't know. Dancer and Prancer.
So I feel like international relations is actually incredibly important.
Prancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're going across this globe and there are different cultures that you're gliding through and like you need to know
PR.
You need to be multilingual.
Yes.
Oh,
Prancer
God,
stands
PR.
for PR.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah. PR is very funny.
Yeah, it's totally ambassador role. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You have to have good vision. You have to be in peak physical performance.
That's
Yes.
Blitzen. Physical fitness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cupid is psyops, mind powers.
And I feel like one of them has to like teach like selflessness. Like
Yeah.
you need to care so much about children getting presents that it is somehow the most important thing in your
Donner.
life. Okay.
Donner.
And one of them has a bitter grudge with Santa.
Oh, of course.
Okay. One of them, like,
Well, a
in
couple.
particular.
That's a whole thing.
Pretty much like all the ones that didn't
Santa's a
go
bad guy.
rogue.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to decide after this which ones went rogue with
Okay,
Santa.
okay.
Yeah.
So far we've got Cupid has got mind powers, teaches mind power. That role is in charge of mind powers. Comet, that role is in charge of flight and course plotting. Blitzen is that role is in charge of physical fitness. And the retired gym teacher whose name is Ralph,
Excellent.
I imagine did not go rogue since we've named him already.
Right.
Dasher is all about speed. Prancer is PR, public relations. Donner teaches selflessness, maybe like philosophy.
I feel like the Prancer PR is playing both sides. Like he's still
Sure,
still in kind of contact with Santa.
Yeah.
A little bit. He doesn't want to be fully.
Well, Santa owns a school. Santa owns and operates a school. It's all to train people to be his reindeer someday.
Yeah.
But I feel like the people who are like unsatisfied with Santa are like
It has to be
Yeah.
under
Well, you say people, but they're all reindeer.
yes.
It's like it's so we're talking about like we're in occupied. It's like occupied Germany,
Sure.
where it's like they're having to do things in the shadows.
So when you say
Yeah.
go rogue, to me, go rogue is the rebellion.
Yeah.
Santa's
Okay, so-
not go
Yeah.
rogue. Santa's just being
so
Santa.
it turns
Yeah.
out that
Dumbledore's
Santa
army.
is a tyrant,
Yeah.
and the good guys of this show are the rebellion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a little different than I was thinking.
And
about
I think
it.
like the main characters we haven't really gotten into of Reindeer Academy, none of them are Blitzen or whatever.
Right,
Like,
'cause
no, they're all kids.
Yeah. Like I was thinking, Jones. Like one of the
You were just
characters.
describing McGonagall and Snape, and you know.
Yeah.
One of the characters is extremely fast, can fly very well, just like through hoops, just boom, 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 but has a really hard time caring about Christmas. Has a
Sure.
really hard time seeing the value.
It's innate skill. I don't know what to do with it.
Yes, in delivering presents to children. Like I don't know why are we doing this, and so I really want that to be a character.
So
Okay.
like
right.
the other kids are mad at him because he doesn't want to take Santa down to write everything and get Christmas back in order. He doesn't care. He just wants to take Santa down because Santa screwed him over.
Yeah, well,
It's like a revenge plot for
so-
him. Or the other two characters, or just at least one of the characters.
so Jones, I wonder if the point of the show is like what makes Santa bad, and I wonder if
Exactly. We need to nail down those
Yeah.
Santa's malicious intent. You know,
Yeah.
what is he up to?
And I wonder if, from the perspective of the show, like Christmas is bad. Like what? Like the Santa's influence on Christmas is bad.
has done to you. You're all greedy.
Well, no, it's become about greed, materialism.
Yeah.
It's all about the gifts and not about the philosophy anymore.
And like
about
Santa
love.
loves that.
Right.
Like Santa hates Jesus.
Santa feeds on. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Santa hates Jesus and wants to like take over Christmas.
yeah. There's a literal war on Christmas.
Yeah. Driven by Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Because he wants that spotlight.
Yeah, because he wants it to be about commercialism and greed.
Yeah.
Because his heart has been corrupted. It's
Yeah.
not about love anymore.
Well, like everybody though, like Jack Frost, Chris, he's retconning all of it. He's like, nope, me, baby,
Yes.
me, like
Yeah.
I am everything.
Yeah.
He's murdered all of them.
Well,
They
that's the
used
other
to
thing,
exist,
too,
but he
is
killed them
I
all.
wonder if there's this like,
Or they're
idea
imprisoned
of,
under the school.
You know, kind of similar to like sending, you know, your poodle up, you know, up north to a farm where it went to live for the rest of its life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's this mythos around like, oh yeah, these retired reindeer, these people, they would go off and have other fun jobs around the world. And you find out like, no, like he either like, you know, turned them into glue or venison or they're being, you know, like they're in some mines somewhere, or they're like split around the world and they're all
Yeah.
like imprisoned in random places. That could be part of it because they fly.
Yes.
So they got to be all over the world. Like the show's got to be global.
So,
So it'd be
Santa
fun
has
to-
some trophies of past victims. He has like Frosty the Snowman's pipe just like on display.
I think one of
with
them.
a little blood on.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
one of them has to be. One of them has to be
practical.
alive and
Yes.
like imprisoned in a crazy dungeon under the school,
yeah.
like Jack Frost or
Because you couldn't
whoever.
kill him. Because you couldn't
can't
kill him. So he just
Yeah.
had to capture him.
Yeah.
So I think Santa's perspective is that like he's created his own religion. He knows that to make people good, you have to incentivize them.
Right.
And so he says you won't get my presence unless you are good, unless you follow my rules.
yeah.
You are bad. And so he's essentially creating his own religion that is just based off his presence. You want my presence, so you will be good for me.
What if the show started after the first Christmas where like the reindeer didn't get presents? Like Santa's like, no,
Yeah.
you all crossed the line. And they're like,
Yeah.
what? What?
Cool.
Like I didn't.
Yeah.
I also think that it comes from we have a already built-in backstory for when things started going wrong, and
Yeah.
it's when whatever happened to Rudolph. That's when Santa kind of snapped. Like he was already
Sure.
an iron fist, but it like he went down the tubes.
Rudolph gave a present to a child who was bad.
Oh, he delivered it anyway?
Yes.
He like retconned it. He was out.
Yes.
And Rudolph's like, well, I'm going to take that. He's like, no, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, why? He's
Santa,
like, oh, he did this.
Santa was
And Rudolph's
turning
like,
around in the snow.
Come on.
and
Yes.
then the kid was like crying.
Yeah.
and then
it's like
Rudolph
the end of a children's book. It was actually a really charming
secretly
moment.
Yes.
gives him the present.
There
Yeah.
you go, buddy.
Yes.
Because I know you're
Perfect.
good. I know you're going to turn around. I know you're going to look at that present, and that's going to make you a good person.
Then Santa didn't talk the whole way back. And then asked to see Rudolph in his office, and then nobody ever saw him again.
the back shed, you know, in the shed that they don't talk about.
No one ever saw him again.
Now, okay, wait. I like to get practical. I like to think practically when I
let's
think
think
about
practically.
anime, which
Here
is
we go, yes.
a bad idea. So
Yeah.
just feel free to tell me to shut up. But so there's these magical reindeer that are up in the North Pole that can fly. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's just reindeer. Like you go into the forest in Russia and there's just reindeer walking around.
Yeah.
So like, can those reindeer fly? Like, is this a Harry Potter thing where like they're magically enabled reindeer that like one day when you're learning to walk and then your antlers glow in a certain way and like I made it, and so then
Maybe
you send the
you have to
reindeer
learn-
up there, or are they only bred up there,
I think-
or is it something you can learn?
Something you can learn, I like.
Or-
And it's really hard. So that's why people go to the academy, because the academy can teach you how to fly.
I think there's also the threat of reversion. I think that Santa can revert you.
Back to just like
Yeah.
Oh, can
back
take
into a
your
regular old
flights
reindeer.
away?
Santa and your like consciousness, like your
Yeah.
ability for sentient thought, Santa can strip you of that.
You go
Santa
back to
needs
all
to be
fours.
OP.
Yes.
Santa is like
Santa's super
Yes.
OP.
to the extent that maybe even all normal reindeer
What if like
have already been reverted.
what if when he's at the North Pole again, like when he's just getting around, he doesn't fly, he takes those reindeer. Like he has just a regular sled of non-flying reindeer that he just takes from like lab to lab, you know, like
To show
at the
them what
North
they
Pole.
are.
You know, and they always know. Yeah, it's like maybe the younger ones don't know that yet, but
It's
the
gotta
older
be-
ones know.
It's got to be somebody's dad.
so whenever they
too,
see him,
yeah.
Oh,
going
yeah,
by, like,
yeah.
Oh, hi, students.
He's got him
They're
on
like,
a
okay.
he's got him on like barbed wire.
But it looks
like-
beautiful. If you ever
Yeah.
like to draw a painting of it, it's North Pole. It's beautiful.
What about the elves?
Yes.
Let's get a little lore on the elves.
Elf lore.
Terrified.
Yeah, magic.
They're like beaten into submission.
Yeah.
Their
to
magic
serve them.
only works to make the toys get built faster. So they have
Okay.
nothing they can do. And the moment one of them tries to build something bigger than a bread box, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You can't build anything that'll shut me down.
Do we have any like renegade elves?
Yes, I think that there's a small contingent of
Yeah.
elves who have been
In the tunnels
piecemeal making like every so often I think that there's like a mismade toy that like an overrun sort of situation, but like there are always mistakes, haha. But there never are mistakes. Like the elves know there are never mistakes. They've just over the years been making mistakes. But if you put some of these mistakes together, they are parts of some kind of like escape mechanism.
Throws them into
or
some
like
furnace, but they steal it from it before it goes in or something. Or
like they're pieces of a tank or like a helicopter. I think the elves would be focusing on
sounds pretty
escape.
season 2 to me. I don't know.
More than I think we find out about that like
At the end of
later.
season 1,
yeah,
revealed that
where the elves
it's a
have
mech
been
suit.
the elves
Yeah.
have been secretly building a mech suit for like 300 years.
Perfect.
A wooden mech suit.
Yeah.
So here's my problem with elves.
With a bunch of beaks and googly eyes on it. Like.
Jones, you'll need to help me with this because we're talking about practicality.
Before you go into that, I do want to have a Santa's right-hand elf.
Yes.
He's got to be, like, intense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a nutcase.
Yeah.
Missing an eye.
Yeah.
And his name should be like Skiz Joe.
Skiz Joe! Yes!
All right, so
Skiz Joe!
He has to have a scarred face.
sure, Skiz Joe with
He
a
doesn't like it
scarf.
either. Like, he would love it if everything was great, but it's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
Get in line.
Jones, I think he gets off on it.
For what?
Yeah,
'cause
he
he's
loves it.
okay,
Some
so
people
he,
just love being a right
he
hand man.
knows he's got job security. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's Goebbels or whatever.
Yeah.
Skiz
Girls and
Joe!
Jesus being
Yeah.
brought up.
So
It was more than I was prepared for.
So here's the thing, Jones, is like, here's what I don't get about elves is like, I get like when they would like build toys, you know, but like it made sense when that mythology started because most toys were hand built. Like I just don't get elves making video games. I don't get
They
elves.
don't.
Okay, so what do they do?
They make these weird wooden toys.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. But
Yes,
nobody
they-
gets those.
they-
Nobody gets that for Christmas, though.
No, he gets that.
You don't, but they do. There are places in the world people get these weird things.
Also,
Well, we
like
gotta think of-
we
what?
can set the reality of this in a more of like a Dickens kind of, you know, like
Yeah.
but maybe
Maybe-
that's
ooh,
it too.
maybe the
that's
backstory-
disconnect is that when the reindeer go out into the world, they see switches and big screen televisions. They're like, where the hell are all these damn things we've been building?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, that like most of that goes to like Finland, or like this is where like just some place where like
Or-
the kid might want to.
or this
wooden
takes
duck.
place in like a steampunk past.
Yeah.
And like the shocking
Yes.
reveal at the end of like season 3 is like in our modern reality, like 2018, Santa's been dead for 80 years because they murder him at the end of this. Or something, like this is set in the past. We don't have Santa
A
anymore.
futuristic past.
Yeah, like in the Nietzsche sense where God is dead, like Santa doesn't exist anymore. Like even the framing device of the whole series could be like an old, like one of the students now is a Donner, but it's like he's super old. I think people live for a while, but he's like super old and he's telling his grandchildren of the good old days when Santa used to exist, Like it's a framing mechanism like that it's a story being told or something.
I
But
like the idea of their magic powers making them a little bit older, so then when one like a Donner drops out, it's like, ooh, it's a bigger deal.
Oh, yeah. Like you live for
and
hundreds
not
of years.
just like,
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I guess I think we lose something making in the past. You lose some stakes.
I think it's never specified.
But it's just there to justify that the elves build wooden toys.
I think the elves can build whatever the hell they want. I don't know.
Yeah, can't they just make video games? Maybe they can. Maybe they just like you just like spit some clay
Oh
onto
my
a thing and
God.
like tap on it. What?
They do. They make every toy that exists, and Santa has his fingers in countless corporations all over the world.
Like Hasbro.
Like Santa is like a dark shadowy influence over Hasbro, over Nintendo, over Sony, over like literally every company. He's like the Trilateral Commission of like weird conspiracy shit. Santa's
you can-
secret shadow organization.
You can see footage of factories of people building toys. So is that like a cover? Or are they just like
all
are they
conspiracy.
just filling in demand?
Santa owns
or-
it. Santa
Santa owns
Santa
it.
owns that.
Yeah.
And so he's doing. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
building the microchips up in
The
North Pole, but
elves,
they're
the
finishing
elves
them in the-
prototype stuff, and then he like it's like
They don't know.
alien
It's the-
technology.
Yeah.
And once you become a reindeer, those are some of the only people that leave the North Pole. They're like some of the only people that actually go out into the world and know what's going
Yes,
on.
I think
And so there's kind of
information
that general
control.
understanding of like, well, what you don't know is good for you. And
Information
Metal
control.
Gear.
It's like North
Once Rudolph
Korea.
went down.
Yeah.
Information control is very
Cross the line.
important. Like these kids don't have access to the internet. They don't have access to phones because Santa won't allow it. He doesn't allow outside information to come in.
Great.
It's his reality.
Great. Okay.
So like
Right.
they don't know that they live in 2018
yes.
because everything is old timey and fantastic and like beautiful and magical in the North Pole because Santa is Kim Jong-un and he won't let anyone know.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Reindeer Academy, dude.
Reindeer Academy.
Just make a mean hot chocolate. You know, it's like there's just the amenities there, like are pretty good. Like there are some spots.
Skizjo
Oh my God.
loves hot chocolate.
When you
That's his
when you're drinking
character
hot
trait.
chocolate with a little dash of cinnamon right next to the fireplace, it's like you forget it all. You
But
know?
there's a thing. There's a thing
Yes.
literally called a mean cup of hot chocolate that kills you. If
That's
someone
what
make-
Rudolph.
That's
yeah, if
Skizjo's
someone makes you,
specialty.
if someone
Yes.
makes you a mean cup of hot
Yeah.
cocoa, you're gonna. No one's ever gonna
that's
see
the
you
last.
again.
That's the JoJo ending of one episode.
Yeah.
It's like, that was one mean cup of hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and then the kid is just like, and then that kid is dead.
Yeah. Okay.
High stakes. This show.
stakes.
Well,
Okay.
but you bring up an interesting point. Humans at all? Like elves aren't humans. That's a different race of beings.
Not in the North Pole.
Other
I
than
think.
Santa, is Santa human?
Santa is an eternal being.
Okay.
I think Santa was human once.
demigod.
He was human once.
Yes.
But he found some way.
Yeah.
Perhaps he killed and replaced the old Santa. This Santa's been alive, I think, for like 6,000 years.
Yeah.
But he's
for a
just
long-
like a
yeah.
demigod.
Like through whatever means, he gained power and has not died.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too much into design, but like I love him looking like a very nice person.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything about
Yes.
Santa looks very wholesome.
So
Yeah.
whenever like the you know the eyebrows cringe and you know
I think Santa
his eyes
should.
turn red. Like,
I
whoa.
think Santa should possibly never. We don't reveal this for a long time. I think that he occasionally eats a reduced reindeer.
Oh sure.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean that's where half of them go.
That's
You know, they
so
just-
dark.
They
That's
just go to.
real
Oh,
dark.
I'm sorry. Did we with too much?
Yeah. He's eating
They
the
go into a
reindeer.
pen
Or
somewhere.
reverted reindeer.
reverted.
The
I
only
think.
time they
yes.
see sunlight is when they go to that shed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he eats.
Hey,
reindeer sometimes.
Skizjo.
Yeah.
Supper time.
Chocolate time.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we got to make him bad to
Okay,
justify.
He's
it.
back.
Yeah.
He's back.
But we need to. Okay, who are our three?
Who are our main characters? We don't know what Dancer or Vixen do. I like Vixen teaching like health class, like how to take care of your body.
Sure. Yeah.
Sex
yeah.
ed.
Yeah. And
I guess we don't have history, do we?
Dancer can teach history.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is it like
But
a
it's like-
revisionist?
yeah.
Oh, it is for
Revisionist.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it in quotes.
History. Why is it in quotes? Yeah, that's like on the door.
Always.
On the textbook. It's like, why is it in quotes?
it's the name of the class. But the other classes don't have quotes over their name, and that's the name of the class.
I think one of the main characters should lean over and be like, "Why is history in quotes?"
So good.
Those aren't quotes; they're decorative.
So we have our one person that hates Christmas. Is not into it.
Just doesn't get it.
Disenfranchised.
Just
get
doesn't
it.
understand
Never-
the importance of giving presents to children
Yeah.
who already get presents. Why do we give them extra presents? You know,
Right,
it's like that kind of
right.
thing.
Because I like the idea of like there being, you know, these little patches of reindeer groups. I don't know what to, you know, a enclave of reindeer is called, but like
Looking it up.
that are out there in the forest that know Christmas, treasure it. You know, like they make their own little, you know, houses out of sticks and twigs to give to their children on Christmas. And so it's like he just didn't grow up in one of those families. Like he just grew up on his own on the streets.
I don't think so, Johns. I think you can question why the importance of delivering presents to children without with still like growing up with Christmas the whole time.
Okay.
It's like I get that, like he's this is the one who's like super athletic, super fast, and like hides that he doesn't get it.
Oh. Even from his close friends, or maybe,
Yeah.
maybe by episode 5, they've
'Cause
they've had that moment. where
'cause
it's
they
like,
have
you
this-
know what?
No, because they have this class where it's like, okay, and why do we give presents to the kids? And he's like panicking because he like doesn't get
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Because the
Because Santa
Dexter
tells
with
us
emotions.
to.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
And
so,
so
like,
called herds.
I think it's like a big
Okay.
point of shame. Like he smashes his locker because he just doesn't get the purpose, you know? And just like, why am I doing this? Why? Why can't I see it? So yeah, I think like everybody wants to be a reindeer desperately. Otherwise, Reindeer Academy doesn't work. You know, they all want to be in Santa's sled.
They're indoctrinated from birth, also.
Yeah. And so it's about their discovery of like, hey, maybe Santa's bad.
Yeah. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
There's
And if
got to be
this
reindeer
is-
that can't get in though. It's not everybody goes to Reindeer Academy. Like that's a
You gotta
Look,
pass the physical.
I
it's a
don't-
big thing.
I don't
And
think
you
you
totally have that character that just hangs around that doesn't go to Reindeer Academy. Like you're not supposed to be here, man.
Does that person get to walk on both legs though? Like,
Oh, they're well.
I think the only reindeer that would be here would
Yeah.
be in Reindeer Academy. And I think maybe there's a test to get in that takes place when you're young enough that you're not even aware. I think all reindeer in this reality
Nice.
start sentient and walking on 2 legs, and you have an exam when you're like 6. It's like the proving or something. And
Either
either
at the North Pole.
yeah,
They're born near the North Pole.
They're all born.
If you're born in
purebreds.
Sweden,
They
purebreds
come
walking.
from a magic tree or something.
Yeah.
And that looks like antlers. And if you don't pass the proving, you're reverted.
Oh.
And that's where all reverted
Got it.
reindeer
Okay,
come from.
okay.
But you can
Yes.
also be reverted as a punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
And those are the ones that Santa keeps.
right.
Yeah.
Which is like a kind of like a boogeyman fairy tale myth thing that people only like kind of believe in, but they're scared of it. Like parents say like you'll get reverted, you know, but no one takes it seriously.
Yeah, because they see reindeer, and I'm like, I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
That's something
yeah.
else. Maybe they have a different name for it, like muggles. You know,
Yes.
that kind of a.
Yeah.
Is
But I think
Santa-
that everyone starts as an evolved reindeer, and either you don't pass muster and you're made a reindeer.
They call them fours.
Fours.
Fours, Jones, perfect. Is Santa married?
Don't talk to him. He's a 4.
Oh, Mrs.
Is he
Claus.
married?
Of course, Mrs. Claus.
What's
is here.
her situation?
He's working a lot, so he's cracking the whip. She's the hot pies and sunshine.
So-
like, she's the one that keeps up.
But does she know how?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
She's in on it.
She hates
totally
his
in
guts.
on it.
I would
Well,
really.
she hates him.
I'd love this
Hate
thing.
Santa? Yeah, but they got to make it work. I mean, the whole thing would fall apart.
So the thing with Mrs. Claus to me is that's weird. Is she does not have a first name. I think she's a creation by Santa.
oh, great.
She's a robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
If not robot, just
She's
I mean,
a wooden robot.
yes.
2, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you find that out later.
But I think she can become aware as
hear
the series
gears
goes
spinning,
on.
that's about it.
But yeah, like Santa created her to have a wife because like no one was good enough to be his wife. He's like, I will create my own wife, and so he created Mrs. Claus, who
Made
does
in the-
not have a
He
first name.
knocks on her a lot. He's
Yeah.
like, I love you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
What?
Made in the image of
Yes.
perhaps his if he did at one point if he was at one point a human,
Yeah.
like way like 6,000 years ago, like
Yes.
he had a wife
Yeah.
and she's made in her image.
Yeah. Before she turned on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz he's always been
Oh,
a
and he
bastard.
killed
Yes.
her. He killed the original.
Oh, I don't know if he killed.
I don't know if we ever specify.
Okay,
But
maybe
like,
that's
definitely-
alluded to.
Definitely something was like it wasn't a great relationship.
Yeah.
And so
What if
he
the
made this
audience-
version to be subservient.
What if the audience thinks she's dead, but then that's the
Oh, yeah, it's
big
like Rudolph.
reveal?
The
She
original-
comes
the
back.
original Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she
Comes
shows up.
back.
She's like a awesome like.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be rad.
She comes back and like rallies the reindeer.
Yeah.
Would it be anime to bring her into the story as someone else? You're just like, oh, this random like person shows up,
Yes.
and then like a couple
Yeah.
episodes later,
Reveal she's Mrs. Claus. Yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus has to be.
The
Okay, for that
show
to work-
ends with her saying her first name. It's the
Janet.
final word
Janet.
of the show.
For that to work, there would have to be other humans around.
Oh, totally. Not
Or-
around the North Pole though. So again, it would be weird. It'd be like a traveler. Like, oh,
Sure.
So sometimes we have scenes that take place on the other points of Earth, is what you mean.
yeah.
So we
Which is kind of like what Mrs. Claus is for. Like if you just like, whoa, I just strolled up. I mean, it's very rare that it would happen, but if like a plane flies over or if somebody goes by, it's like, oh yeah, then she's the first one that comes out. Would you like some cookies? You know, she's like security,
and
Yeah.
we
killing it with kindness.
So we
Security.
occasionally cut to this woman on some kind of quest, and we have no idea who she is. I think that at first we think she's bad because
Yeah.
we see her use whatever tech Santa has that keeps him from dying.
Yeah.
which involves like some kind of blood sacrifice of a reindeer or something.
Yeah. So she
So
like
it's like-
slaughters
Oh,
one.
she's got. They
So
scared her
she's
because they find the
gutting a
reindeer
reindeer,
blood.
yeah. So like
She's
we
like, no,
think
they
she's evil from the outset, but she's
This
just
is from my own herd.
she's
they
just
were all,
doing
all
that-
this blood was taken willingly. You know.
she's just doing that to stay alive so that she can exact her revenge and
But
help
it's
take
blood.
down Santa.
It can't be blood from a 4. It's got to be blood from a magic. Because
Oh.
that's just reindeer blood. You know, if we didn't drink reindeer blood, nothing happens. It's
I would
got to
say-
be from a magic reindeer.
Interesting.
That's why it's so valuable.
And I love that they want to give her their blood. Because
Yeah,
because it's
Eventually,
like
yeah.
one.
That's the big sacrifice.
small
Yeah.
sacrifice
Oh my
for
God.
the greater.
that's so funny.
You know
yeah.
who she's with? Rudolph.
Yeah.
He went and
Oh, it's
found
too much.
her.
Exactly, yeah.
It's too much at one time.
But you don't
Okay.
know. You don't know
because
any
then
of this.
then they're all in one arc, and you gotta. It's
You gotta
gotta be
split
the
arcs.
Rudolph arc.
Okay,
She's,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right.
okay,
Okay,
yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah.
trying
And
to
then season
find
8,
Rudolph.
Then they team
Then
up.
they
Yeah,
team
Yeah,
up.
you're right.
She's
You
trying
think
to
they're
find
both
Rudolph.
dead, but then they come back, and now
She-
they're a duo. And
You're right.
Yeah,
At the end
when
of
our-
every arc, Santa wins.
Oh my
Right,
god!
yeah.
I just
When our
saw-
main characters meet her,
Yeah.
she's been looking for Rudolph for years.
I just saw her like in my head go into a cave, and then you just see like the red nose light up.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
the reveal.
End of season.
We're talking about too much that has nothing to do with this episode. But the reveal at the end of one season, maybe even season 1, they think they get Santa Claus. Like they corner him, and they're like, all right, and they blow something up and they take him out, which is horrible because they reveal that they're like, against him. And it turns out it's just a robot. And they're like, oh no, and like it's a robot made of wood. But then it's like, wait a minute, kind of like setting the seed, like he can build robots, can he? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else might be a robot.
Yes.
So Rudolph is maybe the one in prison under the whole school.
I love
like that imagery of a red nose lighting up in a dark cell is like genius.
Yeah.
That's like all you ever see of him. Actually, he's kind of like Batman. Like he hides in the shadows. You just see like his
And like
face
a really
little bit,
like a
couple
deep,
scars on it.
terrifying voice.
Yeah, and he keeps a leather. He keeps a leather cap over his nose so that you can't see the glow.
Leave.
He wears 2 hats, a little one like on the nose.
I deserve to be here.
We know who you are.
You don't.
Get out. You know the name.
Okay, so we got the buff kid who doesn't like Christmas.
Yes.
The kid who Christmas is everything.
Yeah, Maki.
Who
Is
sucks,
that too obvious?
Who sucks
Maki?
at everything.
Maki is her name. Yeah, she
Maki.
loves Christmas.
Maki.
Yeah.
Okay. M-O-C-K-Y?
M-A-K-I.
M-A-K-I.
That was
Yeah.
MKI Maki.
Kiss Joe.
But she's like terrible at everything. I like the idea of
Yeah,
like
okay.
inverting the Hermione trope.
Well, she's good at the Christmas stuff. She's Hermione smart, but only about Christmas.
Sure.
She knows everything about Christmas.
when they're uncovering the conspiracies and they're like, "What do you think?" She's like, "I got nothing because all my information is I was grown up thinking all this was real. So
Yeah.
now that it's not, be a fun arc for her too."
Oh, it is. Yeah, because that's all
That
she
moment
cares
where
about.
she finally accepts it and is like,
Yeah.
"All right, screw Christmas." You're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa," like,
Okay.
Yeah, I still love it. I still have no regret all the times I celebrated Christmas, and I think we can get it back. But
I'd love for at one point in this
I'm
episode
not celebrating it anymore.
for somehow for them to see like a mention of Jesus Christ. I would love for that to be like the point of this episode.
And they mispronounce it?
Or like
What is Jesus Christ?
they like find a book
Yes.
or something, and then like Santa or Skiz Joe comes out of
Yes.
nowhere and is like, "Whoa," and like takes the book or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's a Beebly? Who's Jesus Christ?
And then so the girl likes Christmas, guy doesn't, and then there's
I think there's a kid. There's a young man reindeer who was raised by elves, lives with 2 elf parents because his reindeer parents were reverted. But
Oh wow.
yeah, and so he's been raised by these 2 elves.
And one of them is the one at Santa's sleigh. Like one of them is whipped every day.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
But like that's a secret. Like
Yeah,
they don't
he doesn't remember him.
They don't want
This
to
kid
tell him that.
He was
yeah.
so young, he didn't know. He thought
Yeah.
classic lies. So like, oh yeah, your parents are
And so I think-
and really important mission.
I think what he brings,
Paraguay
the
right
special knowledge he brings, because the reindeer and the elves are kind of segregated.
Yeah.
But I think since this kid has been looked after by elves, he has knowledge of building and of cobbling things, and,
Great,
and
yeah.
machines and stuff.
Does
he's a tinkerer.
Does
Yeah.
Santa have a child?
No.
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 He has a wooden
And
wife.
that's maybe that too. Maybe he couldn't have a kid, and that's where all of this started.
Yes.
That's why he's trying.
Part of
He's,
it, yeah.
he's bitter.
Hates kids.
Hates kids, and it is something
No,
to do
he
with
lo-
he
he-
loves the kids.
He loves
but he's
kids.
just
Well,
bitter he
there's
couldn't
bottom line.
have one.
He feeds on their adoration
he wants,
of his material.
He
Yeah.
maliciously wants all of the kids.
yeah.
Because he knows kids are simple, and he knows if he starts them young,
Indoctrination.
yes, then they'll be his for their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Maki. Who's the other? What are the other 2 kids?
We don't have names for them.
Okay.
We have the raised by elves kid, who's a tinkerer.
Okay.
And then we've got the physically fit guy who's great at everything but doesn't get the heart of Christmas, doesn't understand it. Yeah. And that's male, female, theoretically.
We need more.
Yeah.
All right. We need another female reindeer, and her deal is she's missing a hoof,
Whoa.
and she still wants to be a reindeer. She still wants to be part of the crew.
Yeah.
She's crippled, which normally would have gotten her reverted.
But
Yeah.
she's so good.
But she constantly
Right.
flies. She's
Yeah.
already figured it as a means of coping with not being able to walk.
Yeah.
She just hovers a couple inches off the ground always.
Cool. Cool.
which a lot of other people haven't figured out yet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'd love it if she was gay.
Okay.
Cool. What's her name?
Well, we don't have anybody's names.
We need to go to like most popular Japanese names, baby names, 2001. That's what I'll do. I'll Google that.
Okay.
That's usually what I do for character names is I go to like most popular baby names year they were probably born.
Yeah. Like Kendo.
I mean, they don't. Do they have to? I guess they have to have Japanese names if we're writing an anime.
We're writing an anime.
Yeah.
Or do they all have? Or do they all have like super like fancy like? Earlier you were like Sundrop.
Oh,
Like-
Sundrop is
What's
very
funny is they
good.
would probably have like Scandinavian names. So
Yeah.
then having Japanese names is funny. Like
Oh yeah.
the idea of the North Pole being exclusively Japanese amuses me.
So what we need to do is find the Japanese words for like dewdrop.
Ooh, I like. Ooh, the Great Flight. Haruto.
Haruto.
Is that male or female?
That's male. So that's our.
That's our physical guy.
Haruto?
Yeah.
You sure it's not Haruto?
Haruto.
Yep.
Okay. What does
Yep.
Maki mean? Is that a thing?
Maki's a thing. It sounds
made
good.
that up?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Most popular Japanese girls' names. We have Hana, which is One Love. First South, Early Summer. We have
Himari.
Himari is really good.
Himari's
like
pretty
it.
good.
Himari. Ball of Light, Sunflower.
House of
yeah.
Light and Love.
Yeah, Himari for sure.
Okay, so that's the bum leg flies all the time one.
Okay.
I think a song that Elise and I really liked from Extreme Music was called Himari Sunrise. I think
Oh,
that
that's
was.
really funny.
I think that's a song we used a lot.
Ooh, one's called Best Entertainer, Ichika. So let's have a reindeer who's like the funny one.
Okay.
Comic relief.
Yeah, and that can be Ichika.
Ichika.
Yep. Ichika.
I know how to spell Ichi, Kyle.
All right.
I feel like Ichika is a secondary character though, right?
Yeah, comic
Yeah.
relief.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Supporting role. Hinata, dude.
Taken.
Naruto hype.
Yeah.
All right, we need the Tinkerer, and then we've got enough names.
All right, so that's a boy, reindeer,
name,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Could be a girl. Doesn't really matter.
How about Yuto?
Person who helps.
Yeah, so
Yuto?
Yuuto.
The most helpful.
All right.
I want to do more reindeer.
How many episodes in one season of an anime?
10.
28.
It definitely
28.
differs. It differs.
Whoa.
But not like 30.
What are you thinking?
It's
I
not
mean,
like-
I guess
it's not like Next Generation.
depends, like,
what we need to
26
do-
deep.
what
It's
we
like
need to
Dragon Ball
decide
Z is
yeah.
every single week, but
Yeah.
like My Hero
Are there
Academia is
52
like
or-
and that's
there-
what, but that's what this is, right?
Yeah.
This is a limited run.
Okay.
You know,
Sure.
like
40
special
total.
episode,
So then it's
Yeah.
26
definite
total.
big gap between
If,
seasons.
if we're doing Cowboy Bebop, it's 26 total, and then a movie that goes between 23 and 24, like 7 years later.
we're not that though. This is Reindeer Academy.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like Attack on Titan.
We're like Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist, kind of. Yeah.
How many episodes in a full? Attack
on Titan?
Attack on Titan season 10. All right, let's do that.
10?
Yeah,
Like
okay.
10.
Let's
Because
do
we're
it.
saying this is
Yeah.
like 6.
Okay.
This
so
is 6?
We're deep into season 1. Yeah.
So if this is 6, like, they are full on already in, like, figuring stuff out.
Yeah,
mode.
yeah.
yeah.
They don't have all the answers, but they know something's up.
So maybe this is the episode where they discover Rudolph under the school.
Too early, man.
way too
Episode
early for Rudolph.
6?
Yeah, way.
If he
I'm
casts
not even
them
sure
out?
season 1 is
Yeah,
Rudolph
season
or
one,
Mrs.
yeah.
Claus, man. It's
Yeah,
like, come on.
I agree.
We definitely see Mrs. Claus on her trip.
We right past Santa and all these other characters, and it's like season 1 is the Santa fight. It's
Yeah.
the big Santa
Okay, you're right.
Fight
confrontation.
Santa in season
Yes.
1?
Oh,
Like
man,
Mrs.
you kidding me? Of course.
Mrs. Claus comes like end of season 1. I feel.
But
like.
no one
Yeah.
sees that fight. It's the fight between them, but it's not witnessed by the school.
Sure.
And then like 2 is Rudolph, 3 is Claus, 4 is the fight that everybody sees.
But if they-
Santa leaves, North Pole's left in flames, disarray, and they're all
If
scattered.
they
and,
fight
like-
Santa in season 1, though, then the jig is up. Like, there's no more subterfuge. He knows that they're his enemy. You know? Like, that's a huge paradigm shift. Like, the rebellion has begun if that happens. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
What if they? What if?
That's like maybe last
But what if
episode
you
of
have this
season 1.
huge battle in season 1, and you think it's going to be like a limited series or something? Like no one really knows what the deal is with Reindeer Academy, and you're like, oh, limited event. You have this huge battle. season 1, you expect the reindeer to win, but like Santa wins, puts them down, and is just like
Season 2 is a new class.
yeah, it feels like hopeless after season 1. Season 1 is to show you how insanely powerful Santa
For
is.
sure, at the end of season 1, Ichika gets reverted.
Oh no.
The funny one gets
Heavy.
reverted.
Yeah.
Season 1
Oh,
ending
yeah.
needs to be like Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're-
Depression.
There's also I like that. I like that a lot, and I also like the idea. Like Harry Potter did that well. Not to keep bringing it up, but like I would end a Harry Potter book being like, "Whoa, next season's gonna be great," or "Next book's gonna be nuts." And then you get into the next book, and they're like, "Think about it. The world wouldn't really be affected by that." So I do like the idea of like them going back to school.
Yeah.
And now every time Santa goes by,
Yeah.
and then they're like, ah.
Yeah.
Or if we want to just dodge that entirely, bring in another character, they fight Santa, and our characters like help them. But Santa doesn't know they were helping him, or maybe he does. They're not sure.
I think that's the way to go, because if you do look at Harry Potter, Voldemort's not even around until like 3 and 4, like in
Right.
any physical way.
We're making
you know?
Dumbledore the villain, which I love.
Yeah, but like, they don't fight Voldemort until 7,
Right.
like until the very end, and like that's what their arc is about.
It's a little.
5 Dumbledore
It's a nice
and he
victory
fight,
against him in 4.
but
One of my
like,
favorite moments.
yeah, I like the idea of at the end of season 1, they're mounting an offensive, but still trying to remain in the shadows, and Santa catches 2 or 3 of them and reverts them, and doesn't know the other ones were involved. Like, some of them were planning from behind, so maybe
Oh, that scene is such a horror scene too. The
Yeah.
ones that are
like
hiding,
they're like watching.
see
Yes.
them get reverted, and they're
Yeah.
just like,
like they see Haruto and Ichika get reverted,
And it's
because
And
they
they're
were
screaming,
the they were the operatives. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's brutal.
Yeah.
brutal scene.
It's like breaking the spine. Like
Yeah.
Attack on Titan levels of uncomfortable.
Veins
Yeah.
pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're screaming. They're just like, no, please, no.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, but it's like Pinocchio too, with like the donkeys.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
There's
yeah.
that last like no.
So brutal. So brutal.
And Santa's like, who helped you? Like, who else is in on it?
And
You
they
know?
won't say.
They don't
They
give
will
it up.
not say, yeah.
But Santa then suspects everyone, so life gets like way worse.
Yeah,
for
Season
yeah,
2,
yeah,
absolutely.
Season
lockdown.
2 is
Yeah.
like a
Season 2
lockdown.
lockdown.
Yeah.
It's called lockdown.
Reindeer
Oh my
Academy
God.
lockdown.
Reindeer Academy : lockdown.
We're 6. So you're suspicious, and you like this other character idea. Is that a reindeer? Is that an elf? Is that a human?
Which
Is
other
that a-
character?
Bringing. Oh no, I'm sorry. Do we wreck on that? The
I
someone
think
that's
that
fighting.
The episode needs to end with a fight. There
Yeah.
needs to be a fight
No,
between
I'm
something and
saying it
something.
could
So
be
I like
another
this
person
third
saying
party.
that.
I like how third party come
Okay,
in
yeah,
and do
yeah,
the
yeah.
fight. So our kids don't have
Maybe
to.
not the person that told them about everything. They kind of figured that out themselves. It was the person that like confirmed it. That,
Yeah,
like
sure.
They like found the news, freaked out, went to some other location, likely away from the school and away from the
A
pole.
cool
Yeah.
upperclassman.
And when they were there, bumped
Yeah.
into someone who's like, "Why are you here?" And they're like, "Oh, we were curious about this." And they're like, "Yes, everything you're saying is true. Let me help you." And
Okay.
then they get annihilated
So,
at the end.
so
of the
this is the end of a first half of first season arc where
Mid-season finale.
maybe in the last episode they had heard rumors about a student that had left the academy and has been living on his own out in a shack, a gingerbread house, way out in the wilds
that
of the
smells
North Pole.
delicious.
Yeah. But no one believed it. But they kept finding like weird clues. And so then they went out and found this person.
Yeah.
And then they go to talk to that person. It's a classic Hagrid situation where while they're talking to this person, Santa comes and is like talking, and then this guy covers for the kids, but for some reason, because the kids are there, Santa like, axes this guy or whatever. Right?
Yeah, I kind of like I had an idea of Bixley the tall elf, and so I think that we don't even see Santa battle. I feel like later Bixley the tall elf knocks on the door. Like Santa comes and it's coast is clear, it's all good.
So
But then-
Skizjo is the mastermind, but Bixley. Wait, Skizjo is the. Wait. Skizjo's the mastermind, but
Yeah,
Bixley is
the
the
tall
enforcer.
elf, yes.
Yeah.
And so I want this battle
muscle.
of Bixley the tall elf versus this gingerbread. Like they now they know where he lives. Santa knows where he lives now.
Yeah.
Sends Bixley the tall elf.
So Bixley the tall elf comes to talk to this reindeer, this upperclassman reindeer who left
Yeah.
the academy, who's been living in secret, but because the kids went out there, for some reason they were able to find him.
Yeah.
And then there's a very intimidating scene with Bixley the tall elf basically Christoph Waltz's character from Inglourious Bastards, just
Yeah.
like talking to him very nicely.
Yeah,
Yes.
But this guy knows, like, I am screwed.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
Bixley leaves, and then this upperclassman reindeer is starting to pack to, like, get out, to
Yeah.
leave. And the
What?
kids are like, you can't leave. And he's like, kids, you don't understand, like, the forces you're meddling with. Like, we can't win this fight.
What are Skizjo and Bixley's powers?
Okay.
Because they need some sick anime powers.
Yeah. Bixley the tall elf. He can like grow wooden fists and like wooden instruments on him, just like like cobbles. I guess they like just kind of cobble together like a wooden drill and stuff like that.
Skizjo can like create potions and because he's the hot chocolate master.
Oh,
the child of
okay.
hot chocolate
Poisons
of death.
and stuff?
Poisons and from the shadows.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Delicious poisons.
It's like don't let him touch you.
yeah.
Don't.
If Skizjo touches you, like it's too late.
Yes. You belong to him. Yeah.
I like the idea that maybe Bixley the tall elf, if he touches wood, he can manipulate it. So, like, I like the idea of this reindeer is sitting in a chair.
Yes.
Bixley comes in, just lightly touches the side of the chair, and it grows like manacles that keep him locked.
Yes. Yeah. I like
You
that
know?
way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can't just make wood come out of nowhere.
He can
Right.
control it.
It's cobbling. Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you like, there's got to be some showdown in the woods where he can like use the trees.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
when this reindeer packs up and says, "Kids, I'm running away," he knows he's actually going to go fight Bixley in the woods.
Yeah.
He's accepted, like,
okay,
I'm going to
okay.
have to go fight Bixley in the woods.
Yeah, Bixley leaves and he's like, "I'll be in the woods," or
Yeah.
He says some code or
Yeah.
something where okay.
Love
So
it.
that's this episode. Is our
That's
kids
the-
going out to this
Yeah.
cabin?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's the name of the upperclassman reindeer that left and is hiding in the woods? What's the Japanese word for, like,
Outcast?
outcast? I mean, it can't be Ronin. That's too.
Yeah.
Ronan. Good movie.
I also like they use Bixley the tall elf every time. He's never Bixley.
Yeah. He's always
no other
Bixley
tall
the tall
elves.
elf.
There's no other tall elves. There's
How
no
tall
elves even
is he?
remotely.
He's like man size.
Yeah, he's a guy.
Yeah.
Like, so the
He's a
elves
guy
are
with
like
elf
this
ears.
tall and Bixley the
Elves
tall
are
elf
like
is like
3.5 feet tall. Bixley's
all
like
elves
6.
have like the really high pitched voice, and he's just got his normal human
Yeah,
voice.
he just sounds like a guy.
All right, ready? Nokomono.
Kimono.
Nokemono. Nokomono.
He has
Is it-
no kimono.
Would it be weird if Bixley was actually just a human?
that
Well, that-
crossed my
pretends
mind.
he's an elf
I
or
was
something.
I was brewing that, but
Bixley
then
the tall?
you came up with the wooden abilities, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
better. That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I like because Cupid's got the mind meld stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that he was like some person that came try to take out Santa Claus, and he's like, like put an elf hat on him. He's like, there you
Cupid's
go.
got to be bad. I feel.
Oh, sure.
Well, they're all in it,
Yeah.
except for the these ones
Some of
that
the
are
some of the
taken
teachers I think are against it. They're still teaching.
off. Right.
Oh wait, all the teachers are retired.
Yes.
So the current are all the current named ranks in on it? Like, are they all bad?
Well, I mean, in on it means they know everything, and I don't think any of them do. They're just fine. They just are.
They love Christmas.
Yeah.
They love delivering presents.
I got a great job. Fly around the world.
They
and-
think Santa's a good guy.
I like the idea of Cupid because he can read minds.
Oh, that's so fun.
Like, I like the idea of the current Cupid is evil as hell.
Yes, and like I love this idea of Cupid who can read minds, sitting in a room with Santa, and Santa just says like, "We good?" Santa knows. Santa knows Cupid reads.
They don't say anything.
Are we
He's just
good?
thinking it.
Yeah, are we good?
Yeah.
You all right? We good?
Cupid just clops on the table a couple times.
Yeah, yeah, because he knows. Like, Cupid knows what
Cupid
Santa will
doesn't
do. To
talk.
him. Yeah,
Cupid like just talks to Santa like in his mind.
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
talk to
only
anyone else.
communicates. Oh my god.
sick. That's cool.
We should definitely have female reindeer too. Referring to Dancer and everybody is.
Yeah. Some of them are. Yeah, I gotta
Rudolph.
take a break.
Have some
Rudolph's
crazy
a
ways.
female.
Oh, cool. Okay, so at this point, do we want to keep? We've got a lot of background lore. Do we want to try to start writing this episode?
Very much.
Let's do it.
Type
We
it
gotta
up.
do it. We
Type
gotta
it
dive
up.
All right. So does the episode? It just
Is
it
wait?
starts,
Is this the mid-season finale?
No.
No. This
No.
is 6 of
I
10.
mean, we don't.
Six
It's
of 10.
not. This isn't split up.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
10 straight weeks.
Okay.
But
So what happened on the last episode?
they set out to find this mythical.
I think they found out about it, and I think they're setting it out because I like the idea of every episode starting in school. Every episode, like the Indiana Jones films, you know, they open up and it's like
with like a new lesson.
Today's lesson, reindeer, and then that's somehow because it is the academy,
cool.
so like you want the schoolness.
Jones,
you don't want to bail
that.
on the school.
So
in
it's
episode 6.
Interior classroom. Haruto. They have to be capitalized. Haruto.
We're doing it.
Maki. Yuto. Himari. And Ichi.
I'm not gonna remember these names.
Ka
You don't have to.
are in their desks. In class.
Which class?
Yeah, right. Health class, maybe.
Okay.
Mrs.
We got.
So she's a retired vixen,
Okay.
right? Because
Yeah.
vixen is in charge of like. So we used to have vixen as health class, but vixen rank must be in charge of like general well-being of the reindeer or something. But
Triage.
so this is medic. She's a medic. Vixen is the medic. Okay.
Oh my god, you guys kill me.
So Vixen is the medic, and in class teaches health and medicine.
I just see like planes down, vehicles exploded, and her just looking at it like, you know, just looking at the rubble, the aftermath of all the reindeers do.
Oh yeah.
I like this.
time to shine.
This is a weird idea to introduce now, but I like the idea that you still get to keep the reindeer name as part of your last name. So maybe like her name is like Mrs. Apple Namor Vixen. Like
So she's got an Americanized or like an anglicized name.
Yeah, I guess we could look up more. It's so hard to look up Japanese words for other things that we're thinking of. But yeah, like that kind of idea where it's like like former Vixen, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe that's a complicated thing, but we're just adding
let's
too much
see.
on top of it.
I'm going into Google Translate.
Well, it's interesting because it's Bixley. It's not
Zensha.
like Suboko. It's like
Yeah.
he's got a kind of a
So maybe it's
English name.
Just the students?
Yeah. What if it's like just the recruits?
Once
They're,
you
like,
get a title-
all Japanese.
Yeah.
And then once you get the title, he tries to drop something on there, and especially if you get Ford, you're like buttons now. You know. or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
And so his mom is like Dixie, and it's like out in front of the
Although
when she was born, like
I think
Nakomi.
the word the Japanese word for former is Zensha.
Zensha.
I think that
Yes.
Zensha being a title.
Yes.
So like her name would be Zensha Vixen.
Yeah.
And that's like your title.
That's cool.
Zensha Vixen Senpai.
Yeah.
Great.
So like you get the title once you're retired, you have a title of Zensha.
Is there a bully at the academy? We gotta have a bully.
Of course, we need a Malfoy. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We need a bully.
Yes. Ooh, boy, do we ever. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But is the bully... Will the bully be redeemed, or like will
Always.
the bully work with Santa?
The bully is always redeemed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bully works with Santa,
And he
but
can't-
will do something like
Easy
later
mate.
down the line.
Ijime means bully.
Oh, okay.
IJIME.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really on the nose, but for us Americans, we love it.
Ijime.
He's not real smart, is not good in school, but can fly really well.
I like the idea of it being a
So he loves
a female
just
bully.
doing
Sure.
Yeah.
figure eights around these fools. And there's always just like, see you later. Like takes off. Like, he's so good.
Love it.
So
He's
fast.
so good.
She's so good. Oh, she's the bully?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Female bully, baby.
Ijime.
Eventually falls in love with.
But is she the type of bully that's just mean to everybody? Is she mean
Himari.
to these kids? Is she mean because they pissed her off? Does she have like it's like episode 1, they like, hint,
Well, Jones,
get off my hoofs, punk, or like what?
there are so many reindeer in this class. Only 8 get to be the reindeer.
Oh,
so
sure.
you're
So she
competitive by
wants-
nature.
She's
Yeah.
just,
She really wants
Bloodthirsty.
this. Yeah, she wants this so much.
and maybe they all have some skill she doesn't have, and
Yeah.
like,
She wants to be one of the 8.
they're all going to lose.
Yeah.
What if her parents were reverted? So she's like struggling. She's the struggle, and like all the other reindeer, maybe she thinks they've had it easy.
Yeah.
Until
It's like,
she.
you don't know my
And
struggle.
that can
kind of
be
thing.
inroads. Yuto because his parents were also reverted. The
Yeah.
Tinker were raised by elves, so maybe that's a later inroad that they can get.
Nice.
I like
I'd
it.
love it if she and Himari kind of like become girlfriends or something.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cute.
I like it.
Himari's the one with the missing hoof.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then,
Floats constantly.
but I'm sorry, one of them has to die by Santa. Santa's gonna kill one of them
Well,
And
we're
rip-
the
The bully.
and rip everyone's heart.
Because
It's gonna be
end,
brutal.
At the end of it, I mean that makes sense.
The
too,
bully
like,
sacrifices, and just everyone is weeping.
The bully joins up. Haruto, Ijime, and Ichika die at the end of this season.
So they take down Bixley the tall
They
elf.
take down Bixley at the end of this season.
At
They need-
great
we need-
cost.
Yeah, at great cost.
At great cost. And they
Yes.
expose themselves and Santa
Yes.
reverts them.
Yeah. Great.
Reverts and then eats them.
How about each one, but like we're forced to watch them be reverted throughout season 2.
We're
Would be
forced
fun,
to
too.
watch them revert at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
The beginning of season 2, Santa's just eating one of them.
Yeah.
And I love that
there's, like,
Bixley
some
is kind of the
contemplate,
main antagonist of
messed
season 1 because
Yeah.
you're working
Yeah.
your way up.
Yeah,
like
Bixley's-
you
yeah.
never see Santa's power.
Yes.
Maybe like a flash of it at the end of season 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
But
Okay,
like,
so...
keep
Yeah,
that.
At some point in season 2, like one of the characters is just like down in the dumps. Like, I don't know if I got it. And they look over at like one of the deer, just like, like one of the reverted deer, one of the fours. It's
Oh,
like,
it's so sad.
I
I love
get back in the fight.
Yeah.
I love the idea of season 2 starting with an assembly of everyone. Santa's up at his table, just jolly as hell,
Yeah.
eating a reindeer.
Oh my gosh, venison. Yep.
Yeah, eating like Haruto,
Yep.
because he was the muscliest.
Yep.
And it's like implied somehow but that's season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zensha Vixen is teaching them health class. I think the episode starts with her having some dialogue, and then we cut to our kids whispering to each other.
Yeah.
What if she's got there's like a deer? It's like when we have skeletons, hanging up. There's like a deer like on the table with the legs up in the air, and she's like, "You see here," and is pointing at the kidney or something. It's like showing them something.
Wow.
The studious ones are in front, taking notes, but like they're kind of in the back talking to each other.
Well, I'd like for them to learn something in this class, Jones, that helps them later on in the episode.
So
where they're like running
but
from
that's
something.
Also,
With-
indie,
withstanding the cold,
that
then.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
withstanding the cold, because they have to go out to.
Oh, sure. I like that. Here's how to.
Oh yeah, and like their plans don't work, and so they like try to get back but get lost or something, and so they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, we're out in the cold. How do we set up a shelter?" And
Yeah.
how do
Let's
we,
do with the reindeer's antlers. Anything special about those? Or
Yeah, I think
little-
about that a lot.
They're a little young.
We
Yeah.
don't get into like flying battles maybe so much, but like I
Haruto-
imagine a lot of like locking and spinning.
Haruto's antlers are coming in the most.
Sure.
Because he's like
Yeah.
prototypical man.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I've got Zensha Vixen saying, our lesson today is surviving in the cold in the event of a crash.
Yes.
So, like, it's framed as that. Like, so, like, the most important thing to remember is
to bring your hot chocolate.
huddle together and drink your hot chocolate.
Yes, and drink your hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate capitalized.
Yes.
Is the comic relief
TM.
one there?
Yeah.
Every student is in this
Okay.
class. Haruto, Maki, Yuto, Himari, Ijime, and Ichika.
Great time
are all
for
here.
a
All first
a
years.
comic
Yeah.
relief joke.
Okay.
Something about like marshmallows
Yeah.
with his hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ichika.
Because they don't. Maybe they don't have.
I don't know. I look to the funniest guy in the room.
Yeah, I think Ichika loves marshmallows.
But what if he's like, yeah, but if you put marshmallows in the thermos, they'll melt over time. Like, you got to keep them in a separate bag and just keep them fresh.
Yeah.
It's like a class outburst though, so he's just like, "I'll bring the marshmallows," right?
Yeah.
And then
Michelangelo style.
Zensha Vixen could be like, very funny, Ichika. But remember, as we covered last week,
Put them in a separate container.
well, as we covered last week, marshmallows sap warmth from the and are thus not advised in a survival situation.
Oh, I don't know if she wants to get into this, but maybe this is like another thing where like you can only eat the food they make. You can only drink the hot chocolate they make. Like you can't.
Oh yeah. It's all you
there's
know.
no, I brought this from home. Like no.
It's all
Like,
you know, yeah.
So I don't know if it, She wants to reference that. Like, you gotta make sure you use the packets provided.
Yeah. Okay, so Ichika's like, I'll bring the marshmallows, and then Zensha Vixen goes, very funny, Ichika, but remember, as we covered last week, marshmallows sap warmth and are thus not advised in a survival situation.
Sounds like you're the marshmallow. Whispers it to like the friend.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Sounds like you're the marshmallow. Yeah, it's a good line.
Whispering to...
Sounds like you're
Is it the comedy one or maybe the
The
tough
comedy
guy?
one is the one getting chided, so maybe he whispers it to Maki.
Or someone whispers it to him, like the kid behind him's like, sounds like she's the marshmallow.
I like because he's feeling like, so he's like, sounds like
sure.
she's the marshmallow.
It's just she's looking right at him in that
Yeah.
moment, so I don't know if he'd get away with that. Like
Yeah.
a little ventriloquist act.
Oh, it's
He
under his
does
breath.
it under
It's
one.
under his breath.
Yeah, it's under his breath.
Yeah.
So I'll say Zensha Vixen turns back to the blackboard. Ichika whispering to Maki. Sounds like she's the marshmallow.
By the way, I think Ichika is one of our female names. I think our comedic relief is a silly girl.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. I like having the class clown be
I can double check. I think Ichika was one of the female names.
also like whatever.
Sure.
Okay, so we've got
I'm sure that's the
Ichika.
only complaint we're gonna get about this.
Oh yeah. Oh god, my leg is trapped. I'm trapped. Okay. And then Maki goes shh.
The studious reindeer look on them disapprovingly. The ones in front. Quiet.
So Maki goes shh, but is like laughing a little. Maki is the female. Loves Christmas, but is bad at flying and physical feats.
Yes.
Yeah, so Maki and Ichika are like good friends.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what happens next? Oh, I think Haruto he's not getting this. Like, right? He's the physical fit one who doesn't believe in Christmas.
Secretly, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I feel like someone should ask a question, and
Yeah,
we
like,
should
why
get
wouldn't you just bring milk?
get who
why
they're-
the hot chocolate? Why would you just
yeah.
bring,
Couldn't you have hot
What
water?
about protein milk? Can I bring protein milk?
Oh yeah, Haruto. Yeah. Okay.
You give some protein powder in the hot chocolate.
Gosh.
So yeah, Haruto raises his hand, raises his hoof,
Yeah.
and says, "Zensha Vixen, could I just heat up some protein milk? Would that work?"
I gotta stay on my program.
Yeah, I gotta stay on my. I gotta stay on my program.
Yeah.
Zensha Vixen says, "Great question, Haruto. But remember, our hot chocolate is specially formulated by the elves to keep its heat for much longer than conventional protein milk."
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes,
Maybe the conventional's got a little poison in it. Your conventional protein milk.
and then Haruto goes, "Oh, right."
Special hot chocolate.
And then
Well, and that I like that because it refers to like there's like a scientific branch of the elves that are in charge of making stuff
Oh yeah.
to like support the reindeer. You know?
Yeah.
And then just jump into the plot. One of them,
Yeah.
so when are we going? Are we
The
going
bell
after
rings.
class? Oh, okay, cool, great. And then there's the typical chapter 13 by tomorrow.
Right.
Wait, what was the teacher's first line?
Her first line is, "Oh, our lesson today."
Yeah.
Teachers are always reminded to issue homework by the bell.
So instead of our lesson today is
And finally, The most important lesson you need to pick, or need to.
And finally, the most important thing to remember in the event of a crash in cold climates is huddle together and drink your hot chocolate. The bell rings. Zensha Vixen says, "All right, class, great work today. Read chapter 6 for tomorrow." Right?
Read
Whatever.
chapter 6 about
Yeah, it's got to be
something.
titled to the chapter.
Read chapter 6.
Marshmallow malfunction.
Or
That was last week.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. We
So-
learned about marshmallows last week. So
they have
this
to learn
week's-
about crashing in a desert.
Okay.
So they learn about crashing in the cold climate.
So they read
Yeah.
about cold coming into this class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week is
Heat and sand.
Heat and sand.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Chapter 6.
Yeah.
Heat and sand.
Whoa! I love that.
And then Yuto, who is the kind of nerdy tinkerer raised by elves can go, "Whoa, sand?"
Because they've never seen it.
Yeah. That's that stuff that gets everywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No Star Wars references.
Okay.
How will we survive?
All right, the bell rings. Students start to leave. Zensha and Vixen. All right, class, great work today. Read chapter 6, Heat and Sand for next week. Yuto. Whoa, sand?
Then someone says, like,
Himari's like, never seen that.
and then another one says something about, like, someone they knew, like a parent or an uncle, had a run-in in the desert. Like,
Whoa.
on a Christmas, on a Christmas. They
That's
were
a
like,
character too, like the one reindeer that's got to weigh in on everything.
Yeah.
Like, well, my dad said.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bully.
Yeah, the
right?
Oh, sure.
My dad's been to sand. Says it's no big deal.
My dad's been in sand. Zensha Donner. My dad, Zensha Donner.
Ijime walks past and intentionally bumps Himari's books to the floor and just says,
What if she does that every time?
yeah, maybe just says, because Ijime doesn't have parents, like they were reverted, so maybe she just says, "You wouldn't last a second in the heat," or something like that, like, "You wouldn't last 2 minutes."
Well, but when were they reverted?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, does she remember that?
I
Because
like-
reversion is like, remember, it's like mythical kind of. Like, no
Yeah.
one's watched it happen until the end of
Got
this
it.
season when Santa does it to teach
I just
them
know
a
that was a
lesson.
good moment to drop the seed of like, yeah, what did happen to her parents? Like,
Yeah, I like the idea that
Oh, good call. Yeah.
that this kid had parents who were one of the 8. I think it would drive you to want to be one of the 8 even
Yeah.
more. And so the bully is the most driven to be one of the
bully-
8,
okay,
really.
okay.
So like,
oh yeah.
Perfect.
So, is that is her parent a Zensha then, or
Yeah.
did they get reverted?
I think even Zenshas can get reverted.
They got reverted.
But everyone
knew
thinks
too much.
they just died.
Sure. Okay.
Or just went to
All
go
right. I'm
teach
cool with
elsewhere.
that. Yeah.
You know, on
Yeah.
sabbatical,
They got too close.
of course.
Santa needed to silence them.
My dad, Zensha Donner, like,
Father.
oh, my father.
Yeah.
Saw the pyramids or something. Like,
Yeah, my dad, my
delivered
father, Zensha
presents to
Donner,
the
like,
pyramids.
yeah, flew with Santa over the pyramids.
Yeah.
Like, heat's no problem.
Yeah. And like brought me back a bag of sand. Or
Yeah.
something, you know, like I have a bag of sand.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to see that bag of sand so bad. Like maybe like this is like in anime. A lot of times you'll hear people's thoughts.
Yeah.
And so somebody's like, "Oh, I wish I could see that bag of sand."
Okay, so then
Yeah.
so Himari is picking up her books. And she's just like, "Shut up, you jerk!" Like, whatever. And then zoom in on Yuto, the nerdy tinkerer one. The background fades out.
What
We
I could
hear-
do with that bag of sand.
We hear his thoughts. Yeah. Yuto, Vio. Yeah, what do we want? He's like,
Was a tinkerer, so I just love like, ooh, the properties, the,
I think-
the things I,
I think-
could learn
I
from that
think it-
bag of sand.
Oh, I like
yeah.
that.
Or is it funnier if we just zoom in on him and he's just like, I gotta see that sand or something like that. I gotta get my hands on that
I
sand.
love him being
Yeah.
like calculated about it. Like,
Yeah.
scientific.
The things
you know?
I could do with that
Yeah,
sand.
I really like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
maybe a bag of sand? Question mark! Exclamation
The
point.
scientific properties.
Yeah, the things I could. Yeah. So like at first it's that initial shock, a bag of sand.
a bag of sand?
Yeah, but and then follow it up with the rest. Yeah. That might be our B plot.
Yeah, well, who all goes out to see?
Right, it can't be all 5 of them. So maybe we have some.
What if like while they're on the way, like, what do you got there? And he's just like, nothing. I'm like, what's in your?
Yeah,
what's,
he's
what's
got
in your
the-
hoods, man.
he's
And
got
like,
the bag of sand.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Off screen somehow he stole her
Yes.
bag of
Dude, if I had
sand.
a bag
for
of sand,
sure,
I would
yeah.
look at that every day.
Yeah.
So he goes, a bag of sand? The things I could do with that sand.
Oh, that's nuts. All right.
So then Himari goes, or no, maybe. So is Haruto the kind of like leader then? The physically fit one? Is he like the one who like bring like, or is
He's the leader, but
maybe Himari is like the planner who like
Himari's the one who loves Christmas.
Himari's the one who floats and has a bum leg.
Oh.
Maki's the planner.
I think Maki's the leader.
Okay, so then Maki.
but the
Okay,
other
so
guy
Maki's-
thinks he's the leader.
Maki's
Haruto?
Maki's
Yeah.
motivation at this point of the season then is not to overthrow Santa Claus, but to prove that Santa Claus is not bad.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
She believes in
Yes.
Santa Claus.
Yes.
So like she's operating at like they've heard some weird stuff and she's gonna prove that it's wrong.
Yes.
So that at the end she's shattered.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Nice.
Okay, so then we're back to reality after the thought process. Maki, Maki is pulling on his sleeve. They wear clothes.
Yeah. Forgot they were close.
Maybe just shirts, like they're pantsless, like old Disney cartoons, you know?
Yeah, I do like the idea of just one article.
Okay.
Yeah,
a
like a
scarf
vest
or a hat or a vest.
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, I like just scarves. Like she tugs on a scarf.
Okay. So Maki's pulling on Yuto's
But like the bully
scarf.
should have a necklace or like a some kind of bling.
She's got like
One
somebody's
glove.
got to have a vest on. I don't know.
Some mitten.
Okay, so Maki then is like, come on, we've got to meet up by the pole. The North Pole.
By the pole? The pole itself?
Yeah,
Can you get close to that thing? I guess.
I think so. It's like the flagpole, you know.
Yeah.
It's like in the courtyard of the school, you know. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
The middle of the
And-
complex? Yeah, that makes sense.
And the pole has something. The pole is extremely important, hiding in plain sight,
Right.
but you don't know
It's
until like season 3.
The whole
or
center
something.
courtyard is an elevator down
Yeah.
to like the secret dungeon.
I think you should even double down on that, where they find that out and there's something hidden, like a box that's hidden underneath, and the Da Vinci Code just need to like open up. They pull that thing out, and then you think it's done. You're like, oh,
Right,
that's the thing
right.
hidden there, but there's way more to it. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the first secret is a spiral staircase goes around the pole down into like a chamber. like a secret research facility or whatever. But then the big secret is the whole middle thing is also an elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. So we
That's
cut.
where all the wooden robots are.
Yeah. So we cut to the North Pole.
Should we check in on like Santa or?
I don't think in this episode we see.
Or...
I think maybe we're at the North Pole, and Maki, Haruto, Yuto, and Ichika. Or is it just the main three? Is Ichika not here? The funny one?
Probably just 3. I
Yeah.
think, be a little cramped in that tiny cabin.
Well, I think they're outside in the courtyard. Because the pole is...
Eventually, though, when they
eventually.
get
I
to
see
the
what you're
guy,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. So Maki, Haruto, and Yuto... Oh, wait, and Himari. Yeah, so 4, yeah. Maki, Haruto, Himari, and Yuto are by the North Pole.
The North Pole is in the center of
It's in the center of the whole complex.
The quad.
and it hides
cool.
a secret.
Later we revealed that, not in this episode, but like at some point, Da Vinci Code style, a spiral staircase descends around the North Pole. But then later, like the season after that, it's revealed that the whole damn thing is also an elevator that goes down to like even more secret
The pole
facilities.
goes deep.
The pole runs deep.
Yes.
That's like a saying too.
The pole runs deep.
The pole runs deep.
The pole runs deep.
It's like a don't worry kind of a saying.
That's at the end of our trailer.
Reindeer Academy.
The pole runs deep.
Exactly.
so weird. Okay, so Maki, Haruto, Himari, and Yuto
deep.
are by the North Pole. And Maki says,
Hashtag the pole runs deep.
yeah, okay. Do we have... So she says, okay, do we have everything we... But then Santa and Skizjo walk by.
Santa can't walk by.
No, Santa's not just
Okay.
strolling
Just
around the
Skizjo.
grounds.
Skizjo,
Okay.
yeah, Skizjo actually might run the school.
Oh, he's
Headmaster.
like the
Yeah.
headmaster.
Maybe that's what Skizjo's role is.
Perfect. Because he's the brains.
Yeah, I don't think we see a lot of Santa.
No.
No, at a distance.
Yeah.
Like in the Pope Mobile, just like on his sleigh, going by.
Yeah.
Giving people the stink eye.
Yeah. Like,
Or no, smiling at him like.
Is he
oh,
walking by with
yeah.
Bixley,
teeth
the
sparkling.
tall elf?
no.
Okay. Just walk. Okay, so then Skizjo, the headmaster of the school, a dark and shadowy reindeer with a scar on
Wait,
his...
Skizjo? Skizjo's an elf.
Skizjo's an elf.
Oh, yeah.
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 Tall and shadowy elf.
He's not tall either.
Oh, he's not tall.
yeah.
No.
A dark and shadowy elf. is
Yeah.
what- yeah, what it actually-
Short. Skizjo's a little shorter.
Dark and shadowy
That's why
elf
he
with
like trained his
scars.
mind so much
Nice.
to make up for it.
Part of me wants to make every single elf exactly the same height. It just makes Bixley funnier.
Sure,
It's
okay,
like, what
yeah, yeah,
happened to
Cool,
what?
cool.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, he's a little taller than the others. Like, there's no mistaking, and one elf from another.
So Skizjo walks past and appraises the students carefully, and he says, shouldn't you kids be at your clubs?
In your clubhouse.
Yeah, or
We're
like-
just making hot chocolate or something.
Yeah, today's like outside club or something. Like, we're in our hiking club. Like,
We're learning
club doesn't
about-
meet on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Skizjo, have you ever seen sand?
One person that's still obsessed with sand.
I don't know, just spitballing.
Yeah.
Maki says, "Oh, yes, sir. Our club is meeting here today. We're learning about cold." And then like,
Skizjo, something about hot chocolate, because that's his weapon. You know what keeps you warm is a nice glass of hot chocolate. It's like very
Yes.
sinister foreshadowing
Yes.
of his
Yeah, that's
deadly hot chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what we're being taught.
You know it'll warm your hooves right up or something.
Warm your hooves right up.
Type like the wind.
And then
Yeah,
then the comic relief one is like, yeah, with extra marshmallows or something.
And he says, no.
And he's like, no
Comic relief one's
marshmallows.
not here.
Oh, okay.
But Yuto, Skizjo says, well, you know it'll warm your hooves right up. And then Yuto goes, sand? And then Skizjo goes, no. A nice, piping hot cup of cocoa.
I kind of like one of them being like, no marshmallows, right? And he just turns like, that's right. No marshmallows.
Yeah.
Skizjo. Setting it up.
They all have squeaky voices too, so I like the idea of like a creepy squeaky voice, you know, just a little,
Like,
or he just
How does
Roger
Skizjo
Rabbit.
talk? Yeah.
What is it? The Roger Rabbit when he starts turning?
Oh, yeah. I talk just
like this. So dark. Roger Rabbit.
dark movie.
Very dark. Reindeer Academy is also very dark.
Inspired by Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
I gotta reel back the ideas. I just can't. Just keep thinking.
What do you got,
stuff.
Jones?
Just I'm like one or two scenes ahead. Just thinking about them. We're still doing the bit where they steal the sand. Where you like
Yeah.
they're walking.
I think that they, for that to work, they're making the plan here. They're gonna meet up
Right.
at the like north gate at 7 p.m. or whatever, and then by then Yuto has the sand.
Yeah, I don't even know if we need to see them meeting that second time. We can just catch them on the
Yeah, I think they cut
route,
to the
you know?
en
maybe you
route,
can
yeah.
see the spot where they were meeting in the distance. And
Yeah,
they're
it says like,
already
hey,
walking.
we're gonna meet up tonight,
Yeah.
and then head out north, dead north. Okay, so Skizjo, well, you know it'll warm your hooves right up. Yuto, sand? Skizjo, no, a nice piping hot cup of cocoa. All the students nod. They're scared of this man. Maki, but no marshmallows, right, Mr. Skizjo? Skizjo leans in uncomfortably close. That's right. He holds for a moment, then walks away. All the kids release breath.
Man, that Skizjo
Their
really
held breath.
creeps me out.
Don't say that about Skizjo. That's our principal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you think he's a little weird sometimes? What's his obsession with hot chocolate?
He just wants what's best for us.
Yeah, but every time he mentions it, his eye twitches. There's like every time some hot chocolate gets mentioned,
Yeah.
Skizjo just like you feel a different energy.
visibly reacting.
Yeah.
So wait, is the hot chocolate bad? Does it not help you survive in the cold?
Hot chocolate is
Helps.
good.
Yeah.
But Skizjo poisons it.
A mean cup of
A
hot,
mean cup of
a
hot
mean
chocolate.
cup of
Okay,
hot chocolate
Yeah.
All right.
is like a code name for like murder chocolate, poison chocolate.
And it's also just part of keeping people complacent. You know, it calms people's nerves, and you know, it's like when they pump in oxygen or supposedly into planes. You know, when you like
Yeah.
grab the things and breathe them on planes. It's like it might be pressurized in the cabin. You might need oxygen, but it's gonna bliss everybody out. That's for sure. Was that Fight Club, right? They say that in Fight Club, don't they?
Bless everybody out.
Bliss everyone
It's
out.
like that's why he's like that's when you look in the manuals. Everyone's like,
Oh,
put the-
gotcha.
put the
Yep.
mask on and
They're
then
all happy.
all smiles. But then Bixley just like shows up, like just they get to the cabin and then like hide.
We've
and
seen him in
Bixley's there.
previous episodes that he's like a creepy.
We don't see the you know
bag
Skizjo going to Bixley and being like,
The bag of sand leads
Report.
Bixley there.
Oh, the sand leaks.
oh, because there's a hole in it. And
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
there it is. There it is. Lock it in.
Yeah, and then like when they reveal the sand, they're like, Yuto, the sand's leaking all over the place, and he's like, oh no,
It's so small.
they're so small, they get through anything. I must have ripped it when I stole it from Ijima.
They just don't know how to use sand. And then the bully gets like so sad because that sand was like one of the last memories.
But that's like next episode.
Yeah.
I think the end of this episode is they get back and she's like,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh no. Like,
Next time on Reindeer Academy.
yeah.
That was my sand.
That was my parents.
And so she takes something of theirs and destroys it.
Nice, nice.
It'd be great if like Bixley shows up and like has picked up all of the sand. You know, it's like that's what led him there.
Yeah.
So he like comes in and they're hiding,
Yeah.
shuddering in the corner, and he goes up to the person there and it's like, drop something. He's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Just like,
Yeah, it's just like, I see 4 steps of footprints and a trail of sand. Tell me why they would lead here.
why would there be sand?
Bixley.
And so he owns up to it. He
Oh.
says, I snuck into the academy. I stole the sand. Yeah, it's me. It's me. It's all me.
Santa will want to hear about this. Or something.
Yeah. Oh, then they mention Santa.
No,
Yes.
don't tell Santa.
Santa's got weight. No,
Everyone gets scared.
the outcast knows he's dead at that point. The mention the moment Santa's brought up is like, I'm dead.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm dead. And a huge duel.
Oh yeah.
I love that. There's a duel. Yeah.
And I feel like he can fight it back at first. Just
Yeah.
but it's just the trees just keep coming.
Yes. Yeah.
So and who's the outcast
like-
again? Too many characters. What was his backstory?
He's a former student.
former student. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Bixley gets like knocked down in the duel
Nice.
and then like grabs tree roots.
Yes.
And the roots
Yes.
start like going like underground, like
Yes.
and, like sprout up.
He's having to like do flips to dodge him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
There's got to be something he can do though. There's something. Yeah, I like the
outcast?
anything with
powers?
the antlers yet. So I
Yeah.
wonder if do they shoot lasers or is there something like
Yeah. They shoot lasers. That's great.
lasers.
Whoa.
they
what?
kids
No.
can't. But our here are all the first years have no idea
Yeah.
how to do that.
I feel like candy cane lasers. So they're like spirally red and white.
But dead serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
whenever they do, the
Yeah.
face gets all scrunched up.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Little
like
weird.
scorching the snow.
Because I imagine like
What
the,
if they
the
all,
vines that
though-
just wrap around his antlers. He's trying to struggle out, and then just this big burst of like candy
What if
cane
it's
sparkles.
like-
And
Yes.
But what if it's like mutants style and every antler is different?
Sure.
Yeah. Not everybody has to shoot.
Some it's kind of like a
candy cane
frost,
lasers. Yeah.
spark, like snowflake
Yeah.
sparkle.
Yeah.
And some like
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Create force fields and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the outcast has this.
And then there's the one
candy cane.
student
Yeah.
who like takes forever to finally figure out like what. Oh, I've had my power the whole time. It's been whatever.
Oh yeah, I like that. So I think this person is an outcast because the candy cane lasers are so powerful,
Yeah.
and so he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He was great. He was a great student. He was very fast. He was almost gonna get recruited in the 8, but Santa thought his power was just too threatening.
Yeah. And he sent Bixley after him
Yeah.
because Santa is afraid of the power.
Yes.
Even Santa.
Yeah.
Just not gonna take the risk. What's the
Yeah.
point?
Why take the risk?
That's
Send
why I have
Bixley.
everyone
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people at the pole too. So there's just a lot of people working under him. Which is why it's so hard to get information around, and it's so hard to like find out what's going on, or like so dangerous to like talk to somebody because you have no idea if they're what they know or.
So I think this outcast escaped before it was even like let him know that like we're gonna give you a mean cup of hot chocolate.
And the PE teacher,
Ralph.
Ralph, helped.
Oh, I like that.
Ralph
let him know.
was like,
let him know that
Ralph
morning.
said they're coming.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I kind of just finished out that scene.
Great.
Sweet.
So,
We have the next 8 figured out.
okay, good. I kind of was just finishing this out so we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
move forward. Haruto, all the kids release their held breath after Skizjo leaves. Haruto says, "Man, that Skizjo really freaks me out." Maki, don't say that about our headmaster. Haruto, but you've got to admit there's something off about that guy. Himari, yeah, when he talks about hot cocoa, he gets this weird look in his eye, you know? Yuto, maybe he's addicted. Maki, what? Yuto, yeah, it happens. I heard of a Zensha dancer that got so hooked on the stuff he went crazy. Maki, hot chocolate can't make you crazy, Yuto. Yuto, it's what I heard. Maki, well, maybe, but none of that matters now. If we're gonna prove that Santa's not hiding something, we've got to stick to the plan. Haruto, okay, so right, we meet at the North Gate after sunset and head north, right? Himari, that weird kid said that the missing student lives dead north. You follow Polaris. Haruto, what's that again? Maki, the North Star, Haruto, remember? We learned that 2 weeks ago. Haruto, oh, right. Himari, anyways, we follow the North Star until the ice cave and turn west. Yuto, I've got something I gotta do first, but I'll meet you there. Yuto runs off. Himari, where do you think he's going? Maki, I don't know. Just make sure you're ready for tonight. Bring lots of hot chocolate. Haruto, right. Then we cut north of the North Gate. They're already on their way.
How about if it's all right?
All right.
No, all of them say right at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. No, actually, it makes more sense for the one to say right. The only thing I think they should have learned about the North Star in grade 1.
Okay.
Like, you learned that a long time ago.
We learned that in, like, year 1.
Yeah.
Aren't they year 1 right
They're
now?
year 1 right now of Reindeer Academy. We learned that there should be another school. We learned that in what are young deer called?
We learned that in, like,
Oh, Deerling?
Fawn school.
Fawn school.
Fawn school. We learned that in
Fawn
Fawn school. Yeah. Yeah.
We learned that in Fawn school. All right.
Sorry, I forget sometimes.
All right. Yeah.
No, you should have just said North Star. You said Polaris or something, right? Yeah. Just say North Star. I would have known what you were talking about. You just said North Star.
So if you're at the North Pole and you follow the North Star, it takes you somewhere other than the North Pole?
Right. I thought of that, and I was like, whatever.
Because I wonder if south is the better joke. Then we go south?
North exit, go south. Yeah, sure.
We say everywhere south.
Yeah.
Take off in the direction of the North Pole
Yeah.
going south.
Oh, yeah, that is funny. I love that, Jones.
Yeah.
Again, good old practical Jones. You're ruining it!
Yeah.
Lives dead south. Left south.
Left, south, yeah. That's how they would have to designate it.
Yeah, let's...
Left south. You follow Polaris. What's that again? The North Star, Haruto, remember? We learned that in Fawn school. Anyway, whatever.
Alright.
Okay, so now they're...
Before the next scene with them as a group, I'd like a really short scene with one of the reindeer with their parents as they sneak out at night.
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. I'm going to bed. Not.
Not. Yeah, please.
You don't have to tell us that. You can just go to bed. Well, I just wanted to make sure you know I'm going to bed right now. Okay.
I think
And
Himari...
CO, not. Yeah.
Or am I?
Himari is floating above the ground next to the dinner table. Her parents are eating porridge.
Porridge.
Himari's dad, he's like,
What'd you do today?
or I feel like we're mid-conversation, like, he's like talking about his job. Because, like, some other reindeer have to have other jobs besides being the reindeer. you
Yeah.
know, but without being reverted. So Himari's dad could be like, so anyway, yeah, the foreman said that...
I was wrapping the candy canes too tight.
Or would that be elf work?
Candy canes?
I was thinking he like walks on a treadmill that powers like other treadmills.
That's so depressing.
Yeah, like the elves have a huge factory and
Yeah.
they need to they create power.
Jeez.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, the foreman was saying that these new treadmills will be able to power twice as many conveyor belts. Don't know how to spell that. Conveyor belts. And it'll really up productivity. He's like super excited about it.
Did he go to Reindeer Academy to be some dude on treadmill?
So
Yeah.
everyone goes to
One of
Reindeer.
the 8, but he didn't.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Didn't make it.
Everyone goes to Reindeer Academy. Only the cream of the crop get to be one of the
Right,
8.
right.
Yeah.
And then, this dude, his job is walking on a treadmill to power the conveyor belts at the elf toy factory.
Yeah.
And then,
Santa has the technology to just power it from some energy source, but he makes the reindeer do
Yeah.
it anyway.
And I don't know if this is too dark, but I feel like he's got like 3 or 4 more good years ahead of him of being able to walk the treadmills.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
And he's like happy with that.
Damn proud of his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like an animatronic leg of some kind, or like a brace, because he's so.
Oh,
injured.
yeah.
He's got a
he
brace.
totally does.
Yeah. So I should be able to work for 3 or 4 more years. And then like shot of brace, like close up of his leg brace.
Or they're behind
Well,
him,
I mean,
resting up against the wall.
This
Yeah.
is Hamari's dad, so
Yeah.
maybe it's hereditary. Like,
Sure.
he has a bum leg too, but he can still walk on it.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, boy.
Okay, so Himari's dad. So anyway, yeah, the foreman said that these new treadmills will be able to power twice as many conveyor belts, and it'll really up productivity. Himari's mom. That's great, dear. You're really gonna move up now.
That's great, dear.
No, call it-
Himari's dad. The foreman says that this will open up a load of new promotions, and this will really take the stress off my leg. So here's hoping. Himari's mom. Sweetheart, that's really fantastic. Honey, isn't that great? She turns to, give me parentheses. Yeah, turning to Himari. Isn't that great? Honey, isn't that great? And so Himari has been shoveling down her porridge quickly.
I'm reading way too much into this dad too, because you got the girl who floats all the time,
Yeah.
and the dad walks for a living.
Oh
So
yeah.
I wonder if he's like on her about that.
Well, I think
But
they're
he's got a
floating
bum
around
leg, you know.
I
so-
think they're happy for her. John.
Yeah.
That's the
They're
Oh,
thing.
that
thrilled.
she knows how to float and can get past it. Okay.
Because I think
They're so proud of her.
they're
for
pretty sure
overcoming-
she's gonna get in the top 8.
Yeah.
And they won't have to. And she won't have to live this life.
Right.
And so basically, I just want to challenge her.
I walk so you don't have to.
Yes, and I want to give.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's really, really good. I want to give her reasons not to want to challenge Santa. You know what I mean? I want to give her more reasons not
yeah.
to go out tonight.
Great.
And so I think that's it. I think like her parents are very supportive. They're very excited about her potentially getting to be in that top 8. Yeah. It's a miracle she's able to float all day long. And so yeah, they're truly proud of that, I think. And so like she shouldn't go out tonight. She should stay in class. She should get in that top 8. She'll have a great life as a reindeer. But because of her friends, she suspects something more is afoot. So she goes against her parents' wishes. Floating nonstop.
Unless she's, sitting in class or sleeping,
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
eating lunch.
But it's like, imagine every time you're not sitting, you had to do push-ups. I feel like that's what the strength that it takes
Yeah.
To do what?
to float. To
Oh.
float everywhere you go. It's
It's
just
like a constant. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, no, it's good. I'm good. Do you want us to stop? No, I'm fine.
Relax your eyes.
Hikari.
Relax your hooves.
Who is Piccolo on our show? I guess you don't meet him. I bet he's like an abominable snowman.
Yeah. Or a bear.
Or a bear.
Bear.
Yes.
Lives out in the woods. No, doesn't talk.
Doesn't talk, just a bear.
Just a bear,
Who like...
but has beef with Santa and the elves because
Yes.
they like chop down trees and stuff.
Yes. Not seen in this episode, but he is in
No.
the intro, though.
in the intro.
You absolutely see him in the
but you
intro.
don't see him until like the finale.
It's a bear pops up. Scratches in this camera. Like, what is that?
The bear is the one who gave Skizjo the scar.
For sure. No question.
Yes.
No question. The bat.
And that's why Skizjo turned to like poisons and stuff. He wants to poison the bear.
And he like tries to work on something to get rid of the scars, but he can't.
Oh.
Dude, yes.
So like in some episodes it appears like pinker than normal. It's like he's working on it.
Yeah, some scene somebody comes in and it's like, I have to report something. He's like, leave me out. I told you to leave me in peace. Cream all over his face.
Leave me in peace.
Skizjo, dude. A name. Bixley, the tall elf.
Probably got about 10 minutes, right?
Like
Or we
Bixley,
should do this.
Oh right, because
Bixley,
yeah.
like but Bixley dies this season, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, but in the finale, Bixley and the bear full on have like showdown, like locking hands and paws,
Yeah.
like wrestling the bear.
So I think they do. Skizjo knocks the bear back because I really want, before the kids to be reverted, I want the kids to have a victory.
Yeah.
And so the 3 kids who end up getting reverted, I think they should have a really good, the bully especially,
Yeah,
having a fight with the tall elf.
totally.
Yeah. So Ian, we gotta give you all you need to finish the script, basically.
For
We're
later?
we're at T-minus 10 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we not doing a table read? This, I guess, all of this could be the episode.
Yeah.
But Bixley fighting is this episode, right? With the who's he fighting? The one that went out into the woods? And Bixley has the showdown?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
with the
outcast.
outcast.
The outcast,
Yes.
the outcast.
Yeah. That's the end of this episode.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
writing
yeah.
now. Yeah, I
That's
thought
no kimono.
I thought the table read is with everybody. I thought we're pulling in like Don and everybody to do voices.
Yeah.
I thought that was the table
next
read.
time.
Yeah.
All right, so that can be next week's
Yeah.
episode.
Which would be good because then like they'll see the like how it actually all formed out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I thought
okay.
Okay, yeah.
we were doing anyway.
Like is Don Skizjo? Or is Don
or
like
the dad. Don is the dad.
I kind of want I need Don to have a meteor role.
Yeah, true.
Maybe Don is Haruto.
Yeah.
Haruto.
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 Haruto. Do you guys watch
You have to
Haruto?
make it a
dude?
full D. There's no T in there at all.
Yeah.
Haruto.
Naruto.
The bear, dude.
Love the bear. Cause like that's gotta be an underlying theme of Reindeer Academy is the reindeers are so focused on learning to fly and delivering presents and being one of the 8, they forget about all the other animals. So there needs to be this realization where like the reindeer are like, we're not alone. It's not just us.
Yes.
And like they kind of learn that initially from the bear. The bear shows up and like does some battle.
I love
But then
that.
there's like birds and chipmunks and squirrels, and it's about like coming all together.
Yes. Can the bear be a polar bear?
Is the bear
Polar
in this
bear,
episode?
yeah.
Yes.
The
No,
bear's-
no.
oh,
The bear's not
bear's
in this
just-
episode.
okay.
Yeah, not in this episode.
It is in the opening though. If we're ever scripting
It's in the
out.
anime intro.
Yeah, the intro. The polar bear.
Okay.
A killer whale, dude. It's crushing up from like beneath the surface. Just
Santa or
eats Skizjo, just drags him under.
Killer whale?
Yeah.
they like
Okay.
go out to the ice or something. That's
Yeah.
their safe haven. But
Yeah.
like the killer whale.
So Maki in the previous scene, or Himari goes, "Where do you think he's going?" Yuto has run off. Maki goes, "I don't know. Just make sure you're ready for tonight. Bring lots of hot chocolate." Haruto, right. Then we cut to interior Himari's house. Himari is floating above the ground next to the dinner table. Her parents are eating porridge. Himari's dad. "So anyway, yeah, the foreman said these new treadmills will be able to power twice as many conveyor belts, and it'll really up productivity." Himari's mom. "That's great, dear. You're really going to move up now." Himari's dad. The foreman says this will open up a load of new promotions. I tell him
I just
will.
totally see Dawn in that role though.
Okay.
Just like,
And this will really take the stress off my leg. So here's hoping. Himari's mom, sweetheart, that's really fantastic. Turns to Himari. Honey, isn't that great? Himari has been shoveling down her porridge quickly. Himari's mom, sweetie, why are you eating so fast? Himari looks up. Porridge drips from her mouth full. Huh? Himari's mom, aren't you proud of your father's achievements? Himari, of course, that's great, Dad. Pause. May I be excused? I have a tummy ache. Himari's mom, honey, your tummy hurts because you ate that so quickly. Himari, you're right, I'm sorry. Himari's mom, laughing. You don't have to be sorry, sweet pea. Just don't overexert yourself. You know, you work so hard. You know that you make your father and I so proud. Himari, embarrassed. Mom. Himari's dad. It's true, sweetie. You were dealt a harder hand than most, and we're a harder hoof than most.
Nice.
Oh man.
You were dealt a harder hoof than most,
Real good.
and we're so proud of you for overcoming it. We love you, kiddo. Himari's mom nods. Himari, I love you too. The parents smile. Himari's mom, all right, go. Himari leaves from the table. Interior, Himari's room. Himari floats quickly into her room. She has a poster of the current vixen, a badass medical woman reindeer in a uniform, on her wall. Himari goes to the window and opens it. She looks back, down toward her parents. Then she floats out the window, closing it from the outside. Exterior, north of the north gate.
good.
Himari, Maki, Haruto, and Yuto are making their way through the cold.
I was gonna say, don't even say what happens next.
Yeah.
Leave him on that.
That's
note.
where they leave it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just like so pumped to see where it goes.
Tune in next week if you've watched this whole thing.
Are you posting this whole thing in its entirety?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
As we do a table read, hopefully, of this episode.
Excellent work, gentlemen.
And see how it goes.
Yeah, guys, you guys are crazy.
It's hard to stop thinking about this.
Oh, yeah. Reindeer Academy's for real.
It's for real.
All right.
Coming to Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It's coming to Crunchyroll. Count on it.
See you next week.